see everybody. Thanks for covering us and following us. First of all, give North Carolina a lot of credit. They're a really good football team. And even when we were up 21, you don't feel like any lead is safe against them. Their ability to make big plays and explosive plays, and their ability to run the ball, throw the ball. They've got great balance on offense. And again, I got to give Carolina a lot of credit on the way they came back. I also think our players and our staff, this was just a great football game. And, I certainly compliment our players on their effort and their intensity. We're certainly disappointed that we didn't win the game, but it's hard to be disappointed with the effort that we played with throughout the game. So we made a big investment in this game, 2 weeks, and to be up 21 in the third quarter and not find a way to get it home is really disappointing. But again, they're a very explosive team and they come from behind on a lot of people. And, we had to make one more play. We had to make one more third down conversion. We had to make one more third down stop. We had to get Hal or Williams or Carter on the ground one more time, and we didn't do it. And it's a game of plays, and they made a few more plays than us.
Dave, I have to assume you felt pretty good with the interception at the end of the first half.
Yeah, but Les, these guys just score points in boatloads, and we got thinned out on defense again. We got really thinned out in the back end, and they had some favorable matchups. You'd say, well, hey, how do you protect those guys and present the matchup? So it's hard to do that and also defend the run. And
up 2 to 3 touchdowns in the second half. Do you wish maybe you'd ran the ball just a little bit more?
Wish that we ran the ball?
Yeah.
The second half they came out and they ganged up. They were blitzing and outnumbering the box, and they were not going to let us run it. In the first half they were playing a little more 50-50, and we had good balance going. And in the second half, they were going to make it a throw game. And then when we lost Donovan, we were down to Torian, down Donovan, and we were somewhat limited of what we could do on the perimeter.
Dave, you mentioned how much.
What happened with Donovan? I missed even something happening to him.
Yeah, he got injured.
Dave, you mentioned how much your group invested in this game, considering how much you guys were up and, just how close it ended up being. Give me a sense for what that room's like right now. How much you guys are hurting after this?
Really disappointed. This is a big rivalry game for us. A big 4-state rivalry, and we're really, really disappointed. But we got to bounce back. We've got Duke next week, another in-state game that's very important to us. We have a good football team. Carolina's a good team. They made a few more plays. So good football teams bounce back. That's our job as coaches, and that's the job of the leadership on our football team.
Dave, did they seem to spread you out a little bit more on defense than you thought, or is that just the way they play as far as the spread out goes?
That's what they do, John. They get in their 3-by-1 and their 2-by-2 spread sets, and they'll flex the tight end a little bit, and they'll play the numbers game with you. And they're good enough on the O-line and at running back that if you give them a light box, they can run it. And they're gifted enough at O-line and pass protection and receivers. That's the best collection of receivers that we've played all year. And every single one of those players can beat you. And again, we got a little bit thinned out on defense, and they had some favorable matchups, and they protected, they got open. Sam threw it to them and they caught it. So it's a simple game. And, if you're going to outnumber the run and try to take away those 2 stud tailbacks, you're going to be light on the perimeter, and it was pick your poison. And when we light boxed it, they ran it, and we heavy boxed it, they threw it, and they beat us.
what was the explanation you received on the sideline where Sam was getting rid of it and they called grounding?
That they didn't see a receiver close to the throw.
Hey, Dave, I saw Nasir and Luke, and I believe even Kobe warming up today. Were they close to getting back?
We thought that Luke and Nasir were playing. So that was the plan, and Luke isn't all the way there, and then Nasir went in there and didn't feel right. So I mean, it's just we thought we'd have all those guys back by the bye week. So they're not ready yet, and we got to figure out what we're going to do.
So that was the proverbial game time decision, and it just didn't go your way.
Well, Nasir played, and then he didn't feel well.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
All right. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate you following us, and we'll see you on Tuesday. Thank you.
Thanks.
Sam, what's the locker room like at this point? With I know it was you guys had a big lead. What are you guys feeling right now?
I mean, we're disappointed. Felt like we came out really strong in the first half, and defense played their butts off, and just didn't make enough plays, and so obviously we're disappointed.
What changed for you offensively in the second half, Sam? You got that 2 to 3 score touchdown lead, and then just didn't seem to be able to move it for 5 drives in a row.
Yeah, just missed throws here and there, and I mean that comes back on me. I think there were opportunities still there, and just missed a couple, and that's what it is.
Sam, how much did it hurt not having Donovan out there for the outside plays?
I mean, I think Taylor stepped up well when we kind of anticipated if we had anyone go down out there, we could move him out, and obviously Nolan played well. I think it just comes back on me missing throws. I don't think we really missed anybody. I think we just had opportunities and just didn't capitalize on them.
Sam, what does it take to bounce back at this point?
What was that?
What does it take to bounce back?
Just show up the next day and play football.
Sam, you guys had some shuffling on the offensive line. How do you think that that went over? And I know there were some couple of high snaps, but nothing major.
I think they played extremely well. It's a testament to the O-line coach and Coach Becca and what he's done. Obviously, it's a next man up mentality all across the board on the offense, and Sean did an incredible job. And I'm just really, really proud of those guys. They battled all game. We pushed the tempo, and they lead the way. And none of these plays that we had would happen without them.
And what were you seeing on the field? Coach told us that they made a determined effort to kind of take the running game away from you. Were you seeing that too?
Yeah, they just had a couple extra guys in the box here and there, but they did.
Sam, how much does this one sting considering how much you guys invested in it? Coach said that this game meant a lot to you guys.
We lost, so we're pretty upset. It happens, and we'll come back and play next week, and it is what it is, I guess.
Was there a point you felt the tide starting to turn, or do you not really buy into momentum like that?
Yeah, obviously, we had a couple 3-and-outs, and they started scoring, but we fought and we battled. You can't ask for anything more. 1 or 2 completions here and there. It's a different game, but you can't get them back. You just gotta learn from it and move on next week.
Sam, is that the biggest difference from the way you guys played to get the 21-point lead? Just those couple of completions that weren't made?
Yeah, 100%. Guys were open. You just didn't hit the throw. And again, it's the same thing every time we come here and it's a loss. It comes back to me. If we're gonna win these games against good opponents, I got to be close to near perfect, and I wasn't, so we lost. We good? All right. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Sam.
How you doing?
Hey, Hey, Corey, career game for you. Is it kind of bittersweet given the finish?
Yeah, we just couldn't finish it at the end. It's kind of tough. We really wanted that win. We prepared really well for that win, and it's just a tough loss for Wake Forest.
You guys didn't at all get overconfident when you had that big lead, did you?
No, I think we stayed mellow. I mean, we stayed the same. We knew that it was going to be a late fourth quarter game. Carolina has came back a few times against other ACC opponents. We knew it was going to be a fourth quarter game, and we just had to execute the plan or keep playing and keep staying focused, and then it slipped away from us at the end.
Corey, what went so wrong that had been going right offensively there? Like midway through the third quarter, you guys had hit 45 points, and then all of a sudden it was a real struggle to move the ball.
It was tough. I'm not really sure like what happened. Sam took a couple sacks back there, which was tough and hurt us big. But for the most part, I think we still was into the game plan, and we still had it all figured out and thought we was gonna execute at the end, but it didn't work.
Corey, you and Donovan were having really good games. He went down. How much did that hurt the offense?
I don't think it really hurt the offense that much. We had other guys that was ready to come in and step up and play ball. Donovan was playing really, really well in the first half, towards the third quarter, and we got other guys that's ready to play and ready to step up. Taylor Moran is a guy that came in and played a little bit of that outside for him at the end, but he'll be fine. He'll get back practice tomorrow, and everything will be good.
Corey, what's it going to take to put this game behind y'all?
We're going to learn from it. Going tomorrow, watch film, learn from it. That's the only way we can get better. Get ready for Duke. That game's out the window, so move on to the next.
Did you at all realize how good the other Sam was playing? 6 down passes. He ran for another one. I mean, you obviously are there, but do you realize what he's doing as you guys are sitting there on the sidelines?
He's a pretty good quarterback. He got the ball out there. I think he threw for over 500. That's really, really well. But yeah, he's a good football player. Good to go?
Anything?
Thank you,
Looks
guys.
good. Thanks. Good night.
Corey, just how frustrating of a day was it for you guys on the defense?
Well, we started off pretty strong in the first half. We didn't finish in the second half we wanted to. We just got to, focus up together, fix the adjustments, and then come back next game. Hope it turns out better.
Corey, what was working so well for you guys in the first half on the defensive side of the ball? You held them to 2 for 7 on third downs. You had a couple of sacks. You were playing really well. What was working so well in that first half?
Guys is doing their job. We had a good game plan coming in. Everybody was playing fast coming out in the first half, so everything was clicking for us in the first half coming together.
What made Hal so effective in your mind, you think?
Come again?
What did their quarterback do to you guys that was so effective? I mean, I didn't think he was that much of a runner, and he had that that back draw on you guys.
He made some great looks, did some great passes, some good deep balls. So he made a lot of plays against us, and it worked out for them.
Are there just like too many weapons on that UNC team to kind of hold everything in check? Like if you try to control the rushing attack, it seems like it opens up the deep ball and vice versa.
Okay, they have a lot of good players on their side of the ball. I just feel like us as a team with defense, we started to lay down a little bit. We didn't finish how we wanted to.
Corey, did you feel like that game was slipping away there? It just seemed like it was kind of inevitable by the fourth quarter that Carolina was going to score every time they had the ball. Did it feel like that to the defense?
Yeah, guys, we're starting to lose our edge. You know, we didn't come out in the second half we did in the first half, so it didn't turn out in our favor.
You have any idea as to why that happened that way?
Just came out slow second half. Guys weren't doing the same thing we were doing the first half.
Did you guys feel fatigued in the quarter, though, midway fourth quarter? Were you guys getting tired out there?
I mean, I wouldn't say we were getting tired. I just feel like guys were just making wrong adjustments, wrong fits, missed tackles.
Anything else for Ja'Cory?
It's just what's the key to bouncing back next week?
Just gonna watch film from this game, learn from it, and make adjustments and make sure we come out next game strong.
Thanks, Ja'Cory.
Thank you.